Hello, beautiful. So today I am doing a story time on my experience getting my makeup done at Ulta. I was very disappointed, and I'm just gonna make this like a straight through video, not to make any pauses or editing or anything, and I'm just filming this off my phone. But I'm quite disappointed on Ulta on their Mac makeup application, because I got my hair braided, which was fine. Like, I don't care about that. But my makeup, this isn't even the full makeup that she put on, because I took it off at Ulta and did my own makeup there. And I was just like kind of not happy with the results, and I wasn't. And my lashes were having problems. They kept on lifting. Like my eyeshadow, like it doesn't even look professionally done, but it doesn't look horrible. Like, she's not like a professional makeup artist. She was like my my facialist, or whatever you call that. She did my facial, and I've had it done before, and she was the same girl that did it. So I love it how she does like facials and everything, but she wasn't like that good. I'm just gonna close this up. She wasn't that good like someone that does makeup. Like, she wasn't like a makeup artist, but she does like facials and all that. So like, my brows look pretty good. Like she did like a good job with that. Like, they don't look horrible at all. But I should have took photos or even videos of what my face looked like. So when I came in, I booked like an everyday makeup application. So by everyday, meaning I want my full face of makeup of like your everyday makeup, right? That's like your everyday. I'm not saying no makeup. So she's trying to find a matching foundation, so she found like a Lancome stick one, but the shades were too dark for my skin complexion. So she's like, okay, I'm gonna go look for another one. And by this time, she already knew that I wanted full coverage. I'm not someone that likes natural makeup. Like, that's not like my type of thing. Like, I need to have full coverage, because I have like a lot of redness, like a lot of like texture, like right here, and just like, I like my full coverage of like bronzer, highlight, blush, like just like supposed to look like glam. Like, that's just like how I like my makeup. So she knew that. She knew that for a fact. So she was doing my makeup, and I kind of wanted how her makeup was looking. So she's like, oh, like kind of like my makeup. And I was like, yeah, like your makeup looks really pretty, like kind of the same thing. So she gets like a Clinique foundation that I've never tried before, so I don't know how it exactly works. But she said that it was lightweight and that it was like a great foundation. So she's putting it on, and like, I could barely feel it. So I'm like, oh, this must be like a really good like full coverage foundation. So she does the whole thing, and I can't see myself because there's no mirror in front of me. So she's doing my makeup, eye makeup, and like, she's done. And so we're starting to put lashes, and the lashes were having some problems because she doesn't really know how to put on false eyelashes. So she grabbed someone else that did. And she was doing it, and she didn't cut down the eyelashes down. And I'm just like, I don't like poking eyelashes. Like, I have, like smaller eyes. I need to like cut the eyelashes down. She didn't do that. She just put glue on and just like sticked it right onto my eye. And these are actually cut down, so they were like way into like my corner. So she was putting them on, and they were okay, but like, she wasn't putting enough glue to put them on correctly. So we literally took it off twice to put them on, and I'm not quite sure if it's just like the lash was just not working or whatever it was, but so other than that, that was done. So she left and the eyelash started lifting again, so I'm just like, forget this. Took them both off, and I just told the makeup girl, I said, let me just put the eyelashes on myself because I know how to put eyelashes on. Like, I don't have like a lot of issues putting them on, and they're just, I think it's just the lash. I don't think they're on correctly, and they're just like not working. So past that point, she's doing my lips, and my lips just weren't, they were okay. You know, it wasn't horrible. Like, she didn't do a horrible makeup application, but it wasn't like something I would pay for. Like, it was okay makeup. Like, she wasn't like really an expert on doing makeup. So I'm just like looking at my face after she's all done, puts my lips on, whatever. She didn't put mascara on, she forgot. And then I'm just looking at my face, and like I had a harsh contour, and it was splotchy too. And I was just like, okay. And then like the blush was like right here, like it was only here. And I'm like, blush is supposed to go like here. Like, you need a blush is supposed to make you look like you're flush. Like, my blush should not be like right here. Like, it should be all the way up here and here. So I'm like, okay. She put a highlighter on, and there was no highlighter. Like, you could not see the highlighter. I was just like, okay. So I was quite disappointed on how my makeup was turning. And I was just like, for me to pay $45 at Ulta for makeup, and I wasn't liking it, I shouldn't be paying for it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I did someone's makeup and I'm like charging them, you know, like, what, $100 or something, and if they don't like it, I'm not going to have them still pay for it because they don't like it. Like, people shouldn't pay for something that they don't like, right? So I go up to the front desk, and I told them, and I said I wasn't happy with really my makeup, how it was looking. So they bring in the manager in, and I was just explaining like all the things that I wasn't like happy with. So the main manager comes in, and she was giving me like a little bit of attitude, and I didn't appreciate that because that made me like even more pissed off, because I was just like, she doesn't need to give me attitude because I'm a customer. Like, first of all, I wasn't being even rude at all, but she was. I was telling the sales associate in front of me before she brought in the manager, and I was just saying like, you know, I'm not really happy on how my makeup's looking, and you know, it's just not what I had expected and what I asked for. And she's like, okay, like, let me just bring in a manager. So like, I knew I wasn't like being rude or anything. Like, if you want me to be rude, like, I'll be rude, but I wasn't. So manager comes in, and I'm just explaining like how I was feeling and everything, and I just said like, I don't like how I look. Like, when I went up to the desk, I had already removed my foundation and everything except for my eyes, because my eyes were fine. Like, my eyes don't look that bad. They look like really nice. But so I took off the face makeup, and I like rated this whole face, which looks okay. It's a little cakey, but I was like rushing. So I said to the manager that was giving me some attitude, she said, Oh, I think there was a miscommunication because she thinks that she was confused because it was an everyday look. So I'm just like, how is this confusing? I told her I wanted full coverage. Like, she asked me how I wanted it, and I didn't get that, and she went to natural. And when I was getting lashes, she's like, oh, because lashes are part of a like more formal look, and that's not more of everyday, it was going to be 60. And I said, however the price is, it doesn't matter. And like, I didn't care for the price. I was like, cool, $60, whatever, like, I'll pay for it. So she didn't charge me the $60 because she was having a lot of issues with the lashes. The lashes weren't working. She's like, I'm not going to charge you for, the lashes because there was just a lot of issues happening. I said, okay, that's fine. Like, whatever, it's not a big deal. I was going to pay for them anyways. So a manager just kept on saying that because I asked for everyday look, that it wasn't like a formal look like this. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, there was a miscommunication because you booked for an everyday, and this look is just like a formal. I said, I understand that. And I said, but she was going to charge me the $60 to do this whole look, which is what I asked for in the first place. And she was just giving more attitude and just kind of just like she didn't even care anymore. And I'm just like, I'm never gonna get services here again, because I'm just like, that's not how I should be treated. Like, I'm talking to you nicely about this situation, and you're not, like, you don't care. Like, you're being so rude. And I was just like so disappointed because I was just like, all I came in was for makeup application. She asked how I wanted my eyes, how I wanted my face to look like, how I want my brows, what lip color I wanted. So it's like, she knew what I asked for. But the manager was kept on saying was that I asked for an everyday look, and an everyday look for them is just like brows, foundation, and like lip gloss. I was like, how is that an everyday look? Like, no one that I know does that. Like, they have like a little bit of eyeshadow, some mascara, your brows, your foundation, your blush, that's an everyday look for like someone. But my everyday look is, this. Like, this is my everyday look. And the girl asked me what I wanted, so she should have done that for me. And she just kept on saying, she's like, well, what I can only do is give you half off. I was just like, okay, like, I'm still not getting like what I asked for, but all right, like, I'll still pay for it. Like, yes, she did my brows and my eyes, and that's okay, but I actually shouldn't be paying at all. Like, if I was a manager and someone wasn't happy with it, I'd be like, don't worry about it, I'll take it off. Like, you shouldn't be paying for something that you don't like. Like, you're not satisfied on how it looks. And I wasn't. And she still made me pay for it, and she was just giving me attitude. And she was just like, oh, well, I can only give you half off. And I was like, I shouldn't be paying for this at all. Like, this isn't what I wanted. If I had to take off my makeup and put my own type of makeup, then that's an issue. That means your artists aren't well trained to understand and do what your clients ask. Like, I mean, you wouldn't do that to a celebrity, right? Like, no, they'd be mad and they would be like, this isn't what I asked. But I'm not a celebrity, that's not what I'm saying. And I was just like, just so disappointed. And after I left, I was like, I'm never going to get service here again. Because it's like, it's like she just picked whatever she wanted to. And it's like, no, like, you get the products that I want or what I typically use. And that wasn't the case, and that's not what she did. So this video is not because I'm trying to complain or I'm trying to be negative or whatever. It was just on how my experience was and how my customer service was. Like, I was just like, I was kind of bummed and kind of disappointed on how everything went and how I still had to pay for something that I shouldn't have even paid for. Like, honestly, if it was my own business, I wouldn't charge someone still to pay for something that they don't like. Like, it's quite like you're just using a person. Like, that's just, it's just kind of messed up. Like, I don't like that. And I wouldn't personally do that. So that is all for the video. And I just wanted to share this experience because it's like, it seems like a lot of companies do this. And they try to just say like, oh, I'll just give you half off. And it's like, no, like, you should be giving my full return. Like, I shouldn't be paying for that. So I only gave the girl a $5 tip because she did my facial, and that was really only I was tipping her for. But she was combined because she was for my makeup too. But I didn't give her a tip for that because I was like, she doesn't deserve a tip like that because, like, I tip well. Like, I'm not a cheap ass. Like, no. If you do a good ass job, I'm gonna give you a good ass tip. Like, I'm not no cheapo on tips. Like, I'm gonna give you a nice tip if you do a nice job. And if you do a shitty job, you're gonna get a shitty tip. Or you're not gonna get a tip at all. So, yeah. This video is not meant to be negative or to have haters on here or whatever it is. But I wanted to post a video finally and just start off with this because I was just like not happy with how things turned out, and I feel like I won't go back to that Ulta for their services just because of how I was kind of treated. So yeah, I think that's all. So my makeup is just like, I want to keep it on, but it looks like cakey. So that is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'm hoping to post more and more videos for you guys. Like, I want to start doing like 3 to 5 videos like a week. Like, I want to like make this channel grow. So that is all for today. Hope you guys learned my experience, and I don't know what that meant, but I love you guys so much, and I think that is all. And please subscribe, and if you haven't already, please click that bell button. And I love you guys so much, and I think that is all for me to say. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.